Hey, Bulls Hornets.
Say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
That incredible performance was from Skylar Cole, singing our national anthem.
Of the
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan, and we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight David Aldridge. And how about we check the numbers for Josh Giddey?
And you can see
Langgam sa loob ng lens,
his
hindi ko.
level of confidence lately just by looking at the true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling it.
Teka. May something wrong. Game. May bad.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey in white. Kevin Huerter is out there with Buzelis. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Charlotte, we've got Josh Green. Nurkic is out there with Bridges. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Flynn in at the point guard position. Doris, here we are looking ahead to the postseason. Do you have a favorite right now?
Like anyone, I definitely have some ideas of who I think could be there and the last one standing. But I'm staying neutral. Number one, it's my job, and predictions only lead to the possibility I'm wrong, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, shit. Napuno yung chair, so funny.
It's White missing. The tray. Bridges
Damn.
shot. Good.
Miles Bridges showing you he can pull up off the bounce. Not an easy skill. You got to work at it.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Man with it. White covering.
Oh, that shit.
Right wing.
Hey.
Nobody near Nurkic. From outside, off the mark. Here's Chicago. One of the toughest teams for certain this season. They've hit the 60-win mark.
And fantastic team play. They've been fairly fortunate with good help along the way, adapting to everything that's been thrown at them. This group is a top contender, to no doubt, for a deep playoff run.
I'll tell you, if you're Miles Bridges, you take the easy shots inside when you get them.
This one for three. And Giddey gets it to go.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
On the wing, Bridges. Pulls it from the elbow. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, how about the in-between game? Get to the mid-range if you're Miles Bridges and take advantage.
White, good.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Bridges outside. Back to Flynn. Goes up at the stripe. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last win put them into double digits with 10 in a row. Wow. Quite a stretch.
Well, this is a basketball team that's really humming right now. And what you love is they're working together as a unit, which makes it fun to watch. What I'm curious about here is when teams start to adapt and take
Kobe.
away their best strategy, how do they keep the streak going? Really,
Hindi na tawag.
really interested to see how this plays out.
Here's man after the Bulls pick up two.
One of the things I think teams love when you have Yusuf Nurkic is the kind of physicality he brings nightly in the middle of the paint. This is a guy who's capable of 20 and 20 on a good night.
He doesn't get the second one. Bulls have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Here's man. His last outing, he had 24 points. Pass to Bridges. Over Buzelis. And the Hornets miss again.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes the
No.
possession.
Now, taking a look at some stats for Nurkic. Since the All-Star break, he's been putting in work. Putting up about 10 points a night, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Well, you get the feeling he believes every rebound should be his, and most of them are. This guy is putting up tremendous numbers.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
He gets it in there.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Outside Flynn. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Such a wide open look. Bridges got 12.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Vucevic with the bucket.
And in fact,
Nice one, Butch.
big answer from Vucevic. They poked the bear there.
Bridges outside. Here's man. White covering. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here comes one. Leading the fast break. No one near Herder as he lets it fly. Another three for Chicago.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here we go, one-on-one. Giddey, no one around him. No good from outside. Hornets trail by 4. Up top, Flynn. White covering. Takes the 13-footer. Flynn misses. Chicago has gone 3 of 7 from three-point range the first quarter.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's man. And Vucevic pulls. It down. Chicago leading by 4 to the paint. Here's White. Makes it off the glass. 6 points for Kobe White. And so it's Charlotte with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Okogie's checked in for Green. And Chicago also making a switch. Williams is checked in. And the shot is good. Bulls have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
How about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Now here's Flynn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Pass to Bridges. 3-pointer. And Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. White finds Williams. From deep. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by White. Vucevic has got 8 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here is Bridges. Here's Okogie, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. It's rebounded by Giddey. Already one of the best passers in the NBA. Josh Giddey. DB, what's next for him?
I think the only thing that has to improve is the consistency from range shooting. It's such an important aspect for a guard to play. But he's shown a willingness and a found confidence in that perimeter game. And let's remember, Kev, he's in his early 20s. There's so much time for development.
Shot good.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Over to the wing. The 11-footer. Williams with the block. It up there for White. It's intercepted. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Flynn. Okogie, the pass to Flynn. Lays it up off the...
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Williams outside. And the rebound by Nurkic.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Okogie for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Williams. Shoots over Nurkic. Misses off the right eye. And the foul on Patrick Williams. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Hornets trail by 8. Outside Flynn. Pass to Mann.
Well, the ability to be disruptive with your length. Josh Giddey digging down defensively.
Here's a Kogi.
And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
And Vucevic throws it down.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Mann. Nothing on the board. Here's Bridges. Rebounded by Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 10. Pass to Buzelis. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. It's good.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So both teams changing it up here. Curry passes to Williams. Here's Mann. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
That's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was... simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
So it's the Hornets now, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Kicks it out to Terry. There's the three. Outside Williams. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Trailing by 13. Shot from the wing. Basket counts.
Well, as reliable as it gets from the mid-range. Seth Curry very good at finding those opportunities in those spaces.
Carter against Curry. Williams for three. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Out. Side Williams. Inside.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Salon.
2 minutes.
Great D that time from Vucevic. The Bulls leading by 14. Horton Tucker finds Carter. Outside Williams. Terry in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
They get it again. Second chance shot. Up and in. It's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Stays ready, lets it fly. You've got to be decisive in the catch-and-shoot game. Josh Okogie, yes, sir.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And so it's Charlotte with it after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Curry passes to Mann. Rebound by Williams.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that you're...
Huli ka na naman, baby.
Your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The Bulls have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Green, he's checked in for the Hornets. Nelson comes in for Trey Mann. The Bulls also changing it up. Zach Collins checked in for Vucevic, and Kevin Huerter subbed in for Carter. And the foul on Patrick Williams.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Okogie, and he skims it one-handed.
Well, be aggressive and lead. No doubt, Josh Okogie up on the finish.
And here's Huerter outside.
Ay, gago.
Rebound by Williams.
Well, it isn't for a lack of effort when it comes to getting up to three-pointers. Not much.
Gog. Easy. Kaya palang bobo ng Hornets.
To show for it. He's going to lose the green light here very early in this game if this keeps up.
Collins, good.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind. the arc.
Green with the ball. Lets it go with a three. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's Chicago. They lead by 18. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
And guys, I love the movement, doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
On the court right now,
Who the
second
fuck are
quarter
you?
for the Bulls. They've got Patrick Williams. Terry is out there with Taylor Horton-Tucker. Then it's Kevin Herter. And it's Collins in at the center, locking down the middle.
Ano ba to? GG na. God damn.
Williams gets the bucket.
Big miss. Communication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And the basket by Okogie.
Oh, that is the kind of tough bucket they want to get from Josh Okogie. He just shakes off the contact and finishes strong.
Here's Terry. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team.
Ano foul din po ta? Sino nablokan yan? Si Terry. Gago, bagsak. Saan ang foul dito?
He hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul.
Happy
Seeing
Hall
if
of
that
Fame,
was the right
Donovan
call.
Mitchell. Ay, Donovan, Billy Donovan.
The players of
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Stupid calls, bro. God damn.
fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you gotta acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. We're double checking and the game.
Oh, may ganun. Na-open. Sa...
Continues on.
And while we can, let's see which rookies have led the way in scoring since the All-Star break. Buzelis, number 1.
As this season progresses, you can see his confidence growing. Sometimes you forget that he's just a rookie. I mean, he looks very confident and poised with his approach. To the game.
Hornets trail by 15. Green taking his time here. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Terry kicks to Collins. Three-pointer. Can't get it to fall. He's missed the second after making his first. Okogie, the pass to Curry. Now Nelson. Green in the high post. Still yet to score.
Na-foul na naman. Ano yun?
Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
Boy, looked like the D was going to get to that shot, but what a job he did to change his release and get the lay-in.
The Hornets have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Curry on the wing. On the wing, Green. Pass to Okogie. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts the move on. Out to Nelson. Here's Okogie. Back to Nelson.
Hey!
Outside Curry.
Teka. Pasensya na, papospos ako. May tine-check lang ako. Holy shit. Okay, papuno na storage ko. God damn.
And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
What a clever pass by Seth Curry. Watches closely for those developing opportunities.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
With the crossover, and he overshot that one, missing. The Bulls leading by 12. Williams dishes to Collins. The three. Hits it from
Oh, yeah,
three-point
good
range.
God damn it.
And Tucker's got 8 points.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
Puts it up from 12.
Brown ball,
Chicago
bro.
grabs the miss. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And here's Herter outside. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots.
Hey.
Here's Okogie. Terry covering. Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. Drains the three-pointer.
Teka nga. Ito pa.
Got 5.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
The kick out to Williams. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more health, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Health
Yun.
is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you.
Well, that's about playing at a quick pace. Seth Curry goes right up with it.
Oh,
Gago. Nagdang ko ni.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Yusuf Nurkic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Capable of scorching you from the perimeter when... has a great look. He takes it back.
Well, Doris, there's no question Miles Bridges is a talented scorer out on the wing.
You are exactly right, Kevin. This is a young man capable of putting up 20 points per game on a nightly basis. Now I want to see Bridges take strides as a defender. He has to show more commitment on that end of the floor.
Offensive rebound. Pass to Terry. Tries again. He lays it in. And the Bulls lead by 14. Charlotte's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Bridges. No good that time. Williams with the defensive effort.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
From past the arc. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Terry, averaging about 4 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
For 3 at Kogi. It's rebounded by Giddey. Giddey's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Terry to the inside. Collins good.
And with the lead, I like the strike. Strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Curry after the Bulls pick up 2. Pass to Bridges. Steps back and shoots. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Bridges has got 22.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line. Here. This quarter.
Some changes for Charlotte. Green, he's checked in for Nelson. Trey Mann comes in for Josh Okogie. And Flynn subbed in for Seth Curry. Chicago also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Kevin Huerter comes in for Buzella. And it's White in for Terry.
You see the defender just a bit too aggressive. Nurkic takes advantage and he'll get to the free throw line.
Yeah, in this quarter. had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And the Bulls making a change here. Buzelis is checked in. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Flynn. And again, the Hornets missing.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
White, good.
And unpredictability, really one of White's strongest traits, including when pulling up on a dime. Nice.
Now, here's Nurkic. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. From deep, Herder. Hornets with the rebound. Bridges got his 4th rebound in this one.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it. Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Now here's White. 33 points last game. Pass to Vucevic. Now here's Giddey. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Giddey's got 6 points.
Boy, if this becomes a consistent part of... Josh Giddey's game, look out, because that three-point shot's going to make him so dangerous.
Strong move to the tip. And trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Oh, that's blocked. And they'll get another.
Lecker. Oh, da. Flies red velvet. God damn.
Chance. Bridges kicks to Flynn. No good off the back of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Herder. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Now the opportunity. Bridges sees you falling asleep defensively. Up and over the top he goes.
Buzelis' shot is good.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
19.9.
Bridges outside. Nurkic finds Green. Charlotte moving it around. And finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
Pass to Buzelis. Outside, White for 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to talk to his guy. Here's a look at which players have been the most adept at finding and hitting high percentage shots since the All-Star break. 4th. Kobe White.
His touch around the bucket has been outstanding. I mean, he has missed very few of the good looks he's got.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Offline with his three.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Yes, it's a fall. The bucket from Herder.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Mann. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Flynn. And the Hornets miss again.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Pass to Buzelis. Off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 19. 54 seconds left now here in the second. Mann passes to Flynn. Off target from outside.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
The Bulls have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
Shooting for the Bulls, Kevin Herder at the line for 2.
Free throw good, Herder. And Herder drops them both. So the Bulls, their last game, a win against the Trailblazers.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
The Bulls leading by 21. Here's White. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got 15.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And so it's Chicago, sitting at a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Billy, balanced scoring for your team. How pleased are you with the way they're keeping everybody involved offensively?
Well, those guys, I think, have done a really good job of moving the ball and sharing the ball, and they're finding open men and they're willing passers, and I think because of that, they've been efficient offensively.
Open shots tend to be made. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. Oh, so close, so close. Give it up for the participants.
Hello and welcome. First up, folks, let's take a moment to see how things are shaking down in the Rookie of the Year race. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Arnie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish.
Come on. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Chicago Bulls.
Their passing was clearly superior in the first half. They were playing a team game, not one-on-one basketball. Good player movement, good ball movement, and they have a healthy lead to show it.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
Third
Time to get
name.
it back out to Kevin Harlan.
Kaya ako ikot muna.
And there wasn't too much.
Okay. Game. One iron.
Much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What can you say, guys? Miles Bridges, an impressive effort here today.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Miles Bridges is out there with Josh Green. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Trey Mann. And it's Flynn in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Kobe.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Bridges outside. From deep, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. Flynn's got his 5th assist in this one.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Yeah, under control, White has those short, quick strides.
Bridges outside. And the basket is good. Bridges has got 29.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Launches a 3. And it's White missing. Hornets trail by 19. Flynn dishes to Bridges. Back to Flynn. Charlotte moving the ball around. Bridges shot good.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Here's Vucevic. Miss.
Vucevic. Game diretso na po. So, yeah. 80 degrees ang aking GPU. Ano to? Benchmark.
This is the three. Hornets have gotten 4 of their first 5.
There you go.
Second half shots to fall. 80% since the break. He gets that one. Mann's got 6.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
And you get the sense that guys are still trying to figure out how to guard Buzelis.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Hornets have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And the shot goes down. Mann's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to White. And he drives in. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. Mann passes to Nurkic. Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
There's just something special about a big that can deliver on time and on-target passes. Mr. Nurkic, have at it.
Here's Giddey. No good that time. Great D that time from Nurkic. Mann with it. Defended by Giddey. Here's Flynn. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Vucevic finds Giddey. That 3 off the mark. Hornets trail by 12. Pass to Mann. And he drops it in from the low post. 10 points for him.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Got that one up quick.
Oh, smart. Pass there, setting up Buzelis in a position to cash in.
Outside Flynn, the 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Bulls leading by 13.
Boy.
Here's White.
Boy.
And that basket to his impressive total brings him to 10 for 14. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Mann can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. With his soft touch around the rim, Buzelis should score a lot of points in the paint over his career.
Outside Green. Can they get it? Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they moved the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Vucevic finds White. And there's Buzelis on the assist by White. 15 points for Buzelis. Flynn against Giddey. Flynn the pass to Bridges. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. The shot by Buzelis, no good. Hornets trail by 17. Flynn kicks to Nurkic. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Fires the 3. Hornets with the rebound. Mann's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Green slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Drops in the tray.
3 points.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's man. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's there at 71 from the line this season, probably below where you'd like to see. And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Bridges outside. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Boy, as we reach the latter stages, he's been in a ridiculous groove. They simply can't get over the hump.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Sila del 6'6", so pwede ko nga gawing SF to. Kasi Young, pwede kong gawing PG.
David.
Well, Kevin, we are seeing a new generation taking over the NBA. Commissioner Adam Silver says stars can be created much quicker these days. Sports is a meritocracy, and talent gets rewarded. With a social media community in the billions for basketball and a global market for talent, new and different stars end up emerging.
Welcome.
Which is always good for the game. Great to see. And David, a great report again from you. Thank you.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Herter, that's a 2-pointer. Green with the rebound. Hornets trail by 15. Pass to man. It's rebounded by Herter. Herter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Okogie. He's defended by Herter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Josh Okogie gets the step on the defense, gets to the interior, and able to draw contact.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for the Hornets. He's off on the second. The Bulls leading by 14. Back to Herter. Lets the 3 fly. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Off with the layup. And for the Bulls, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Drills the 3-pointer.
Welcome.
Waddell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Here's Man. He's defended by Herter. Man can hit. And Chicago shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Pass to Buzelis. Here's Vucevic. Another 3 for Chicago.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Williams. And finished off by Williams.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Buzelis with the ball. And here's Young from the arc. And with the rebound. Here's Curry with the 3. And Liddell pulls it down. Chicago leading by 18. Young in the corner. A 3-pointer, no good. Charlotte has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from 3-point land in the second half.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
The defense a step slow, you can see the results.
Outside Curry. Pass to Bridges. There's the triple. Chicago grabs the miss. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Liddell, defended by Mann. Hornets trail by 21. Down low, here's Bridges. Nails the baby hook. Bridges has got 38 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To the middle. Pass to Buzelis. And here's Herter outside. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 8 rebounds in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Curry dishes to Bridges. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 9 points.
Well, you know that Seth Curry will be aggressive regardless of where he is on the floor. Nice look inside there.
Here's Liddell. The basket good off the assist from Young. And the Bulls lead by 20.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Young against Curry. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three.
Nablokan pa nga.
Rejected by Young. It's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Nelson's checked in for Miles Bridges. That's 1:15 left to play in the third. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Hornets making a change here. Bulls leading by 20. When you look at the game of Mark Williams, Doris, what impresses you the most?
Hindi pa wala sa box score. Young pati si
Well, probably his size and athleticism, that combination makes him an immediate fit. He understands which shots to take on the offensive end, seems to have a great feel for how to position himself on the defensive end and how to mix it up on the glass.
6 to shoot. Driving the lane, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Wow, that explosive first step. Josh Okogie sees a driving lane and says, yes, sir, I'm finishing this one.
Hard. And he banks in the layup.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Here's Okogie. 9 points in the game so far. Count it. Good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Terry finds Carter. Shoots over Curry. It's Terry outside. And that one is off.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
The shot, no good. Collins with some nice D. He gets it up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Kobe White, he's been feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Chicago Bulls. A terrific quarter for him. And now he has a total of 27 points. Shouldn't take him long to get up over 30. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth.
First team foul.
They've got Collins. Taylor Horton Tucker out there with Terry. Then it's Williams.
2 shots.
And it's Phillips in at the 3. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Here's Okogie. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Well, it's critical that Josh Okogie connect right here. The mid-range jumper was available. Knock it down.
Outside Williams. Pass to Collins. Now Horton Tucker. Young from outside. Good on the three-point shot. Young's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're...
Block na naman. Uy.
hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Nelson with the steal. Here's Okogie. Offensive rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. The ball. Will take Chicago making a switch here. Liddell's checked in.
Number 32, E.J. Liddell.
Here's Young. Now Horton Tucker. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Young, no good. Hornets trail by 20. Okogie, the pass to Nelson. It's blocked.
Block party.
And that'll be Charlotte as it goes out of bounds. Hornets retain possession. Pass to Okogie. From downtown, that shot is in just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
You know, I thought in the first half this guy was pressing, he was rushing. Now he's settled into the game.
And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Curry with a wide open look. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Well, like it runs in the family, Seth Curry building a career on his aptitude from distance. And boy, oh boy, can he do some damage.
Young outside. Pass to Liddell. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game.
Bagutat ng 3-pointer, Chief.
Here's Okogie. Outside Curry. Nelson with a screen on Young. Shot clock at 6. Ejected by...
Tatlong block. Kay Seth.
Young. Horton Tucker. The pass to Young. Here's Liddell. Back to Horton Tucker. Young from outside. And the Bulls another 3.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
Down low. Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Young left side. Horton Tucker with it. Here's Liddell. No good with the triple. Here's Okogie. And it's blocked.
Block din ni Liddell. Ah, damn.
Williams against Collins. Here's Young. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
Here's Curry, and the rejection by Collins. Williams gets the...
Nablock na naman.
bucket. Bulls leading by 18. Here's Waddell. And here's Young from the arc. Rebound by Kogi.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Salon. Chicago grabs the miss. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Young passes to Phillips. And here's Young. A 3-ball. Another miss by Young.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
The shot by Curry, no good.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Ooh, the shot's good from Horton Tucker.
And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open 3.
They double team Curry. Pass to Salon. Here's Kogi. Takes the 3. Salon, no good. And out of bounds, it's the Hornets gain possession. And the Hornets making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Hornets trail by 21. Kogi, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Curry. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's White. And the Bulls, another 3.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Curry looking it over. And there is the whistle. It goes on Kobe White. That's foul number 2 for him. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Bridges is checked in for
Hey.
Williams. Green comes in for Nelson. And it's Dre Mann in for Josh Okogie. Flynn's checked in for the Hornets. Terry finds White. His 3-pointers off the mark. Charlotte has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better.
Welcome back to you. Dadalawang oras na yung video ko. God damn.
For him to pass the basketball at this point.
Now, man over White. Here's Bridges, and he lays it straight in.
Mahaba pa yung mga actual
Bridges
games.
got 40 points.
Miles Bridges has steadily built an offensive arsenal that is so impressive. Doesn't matter what the defense sends at him, he finds a way to score it.
Of course, we're in the world now of super agencies, which consolidate player representation. What do you think?
Kev, I think obviously it gives some more power to the players because of the bargaining leverage. But for player movement, does it give more power to the big market teams? We're going to have to watch this unfold. Oh, it's exactly what you want to see from Miles Bridges. Assert himself, use that frame to convert through contact.
Williams passes to Terry. And again, no good by Chicago.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Bridges shot, good.
What you love is Miles Bridges has kept his foot on the gas pedal. Started out scoring well and continues to keep the pressure on.
Pass to Williams. Back to Giddey. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And it's White missing. Hornets trail by 20. Outside, Green drives to the hoop, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for Chicago. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Knocks down the three ball.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their
Josh
perimeter game.
Giddey.
Boy, the
Giddey.
three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the
Pag
aggressiveness.
naputol to,
Nurkic
panalo
kicks to
Bulls.
Flynn.
Tandaan yan.
Trying to answer back.
Uno na
but
hard
that
drive
three is
count.
off the mark. Right side, Terry. Outside, White. And a miss there on the triple. Charlotte's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Man gets the bucket.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Collins. Buzelis comes in for Williams. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Terry. Here's Flynn driving inside. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. Puts it up from 17. And it's Vucevic missing.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Steps back. Here's Bridges. Here's Nurkic, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, one thing you can always count on with Yusuf Nurkic, this guy's going to carve out space around the glass.
It's White on the wing. And they pick up 2. That's 36 points for Kobe White.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
From 12 feet out, rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. That's good, and so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Flynn kicks to Green. Inside, here's Nurkic. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
Buzelis' shot is good.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Bridges outside. Nurkic against Vucevic. Nurkic the pass to Flynn. 5 to shoot. And And here's Green outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Run ko na lang time.
1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Vucevic. Puts it up from 17. Bridges with the board. Bridges has got 8 rebounds in this game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
Yeah, I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
They were really
61
smart
wins,
in the
baby.
use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Kobe White.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Here's Giddey. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Here's Bridges. That's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
20 rebounds.
Dominating the glass.
Tira, tira. Bro.
On the wing, man. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This one was over. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Ay, Bridges. 44 points, god damn. Okay, Narcus 11-20. Kobe White, 36-5. Buzelis, 27. Butch, double-double. Okay. P. Will. Lydell, 9-2. Ngayon. Young, 8-1. Okay. Lahat ng Bulls may score. Buti nakascore si Phillips. Okay, GG.